morning. Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, November 23rd, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Tomorrow in the United States is a federal holiday of Thanksgiving, as is Friday. There will be no broadcast until Monday, November 28th. 11 people have been killed in a skirmish between cross-border firing involving Indian and Pakistani military forces earlier today. 11 civilians and 3 soldiers, actually, for a total of 14 deaths, were killed in the Kashmir region. The Indian military claimed retaliatory fire by Pakistani troops killed at least 7 Indian soldiers. Pakistani officials say civilian casualties occurred in the Neelam Valley near the central line of control, which divides the Himalayan region between India and Pakistan. 4 people are in the intensive care burn unit in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, after a giant Exxon Mobil refinery in Baton Rouge was struck by a fire. The incident was the 4th in 2 days to hit refineries on the Gulf Coast, cutting fuel production in the region at plants with a combined capacity of over 1 million barrels a day. Gasoline futures in New York jumped as much as 75 basis points on Tuesday. Exxon said the fire was extinguished at about 4 p.m. and the company had accounted for all staff. 4 people are in critical condition at Baton Rouge General Hospital. The refinery is the 4th largest in the United States, with a capacity to refine about 502,000 barrels daily of crude oil. Britain has cut its official forecast for economic growth for the next 2 years, according to the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Philip Hammond, earlier today. This is the first budget statement since voters had approved leaving the European Union. Hammond said the government would need to borrow billions of pounds more over the next 5 years, with net public sector debt forecast to increase to a peak of about 90.2% in 2018, up from a projection of about 81%. Hammond said that his office said they foresee growth in 2018 at 1.7% compared with March's forecast of 2.1%, so it's down almost 0.5%. He said, "Our task now is to prepare our economy to be resilient as we exit the EU." Italian global insurer Generali will sell out of between 13 and 15 markets in which it currently operates in an attempt to generate about $1.1 billion U.S. in cash by 2018. Frédéric de Courtois, the CEO of the Global Business Lines, told attendees at the annual Generali Investor Day that the company is currently operating in 40 markets now, and there is no rationale to continue to invest the carrier's time and money in all of them. He said that Generali has already exited Liechtenstein and Guatemala, and that a range of 13 to 15 companies are being considered for exiting as well. He said that the companies that are earmarked for possible sale represent less than 5% of the group's return on equity. He went on to say that the company is prepared to exit areas where it is not in the top 5 of the markets. Sompo Canopius announced today that Stuart Davies is stepping down as the group CEO after just 18 months on the job. This was expected, as John Charman is going to be the CEO of combined reinsurance operations after the merger between Sompo Canopius and Endurance. Risk Management Solutions is reporting that the magnitude 6.9 earthquake that struck Japan yesterday and also produced a tsunami of about 7 feet has not caused any significant damage. Tokyo Electric Power Company's Fukushima Daiichi No. 3 nuclear plant did experience cooling issues during the quake, which led to a temporary shutdown, but there are no reports of any structural damage, and the plant is now reopened. Some factories and businesses were temporarily shut down, although most have reopened. The Japanese Meteorological Agency is warning that another large earthquake could be expected within the next few days. Munich Re Group has voiced readiness to provide Iran with reinsurance. 2 Iranian officials were guests at Munich Re on Monday at the invitation of Nicholas von Baumhard, CEO of Munich Re, the president of the Central Insurance of Iran, as well as another top government official from Tehran were there. Both officials noted that Munich Re had expressed interest in providing life reinsurance and other services to Iranian companies. following the removal of sanctions against Iran in January. Indications have begun to show that global reinsurers and insurers are interested in penetrating the Iranian market, whose worth is currently estimated to be about $7.4 billion in potential premium. There's a late-season hurricane wandering around Central America. The 15th named storm of the season, Hurricane Otto, is formed in the Caribbean this week and is now possessed with 75-mile-per-hour sustained winds. It's a Category 1 storm. It's heading for landfall near the Nicaragua and Costa Rican border. It's going to be a gigantic rainmaker. It's going to be dumping as many as 18 inches of localized rainfall in certain areas of those two countries. That's the news for today. If you're in the United States, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. If not, we'll see you on Monday. Thank you for watching.